Hey there guys, Saber here. Welcome back to Blade Radio. Here we're always pushing the pedal when it comes to bringing you the best mix of driving music and high quality, value for money car products and services.
You got Edge right here too, and you are absolutely right, Saber. It's all here under one roof. And what's more, our friendly and attentive staff is always on hand to give you expert advice on the latest car products available.
Of course, Blade offers top industry brands like Sparco, 3M, Dub, Meguiar's, Pioneer, Mothers, Garment, and many more, all of course at a very reasonable price.
We hope you enjoy your visit here at Blade Auto Center. Meanwhile, let's get right back to the music. Keep it here and always remember, if it's Blade, it's better.
All programs on Blade Radio Live are purely for entertainment purposes only. The views and opinions expressed by the host and the guests do not reflect that of the show, the management, and the company. Now, Bladers, sit back, relax, and enjoy our show.
We're back! How are you doing? Welcome to our daily drive, the early your everyday tips for the everyday driver. Ay, nako, hapon, bulol. Ay, nako. Ito inaasahan natin. In today's episode, we will be talking about motor vehicle inspection centers. We will be talking to the president of the Association of Motor Vehicle Inspection Centers Owner Association of the Philippines later in the program. If you are new to this channel, my name is Ira Panganiban, and this is our daily drive, your everyday tips for the daily driver, for the everyday driver. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe and follow Blade Auto Center on YouTube, Facebook, Lazada, and Shopee. Just look for the keywords. The keywords are Blade Auto Center. Blade Auto Center, and you will find it. Like, follow, subscribe if you like what we're doing right now. Without further ado, let's begin our daily drive. Oh, by the way, at the end of the show, we will be raffling off beautiful items from Blade Auto Center. This is how you do it. If you're a Blade follower, just share this program with the sharer badge. Share nyo po yung program na ito with the sharer badge dun sa inyong account. Pag na-share nyo na po, you come back here at the comment section below, you type done or shared, and we will include your name in this roleta you're looking at on the screen. When you see your name in that roleta, that means you are included to the 50 sharers, the 50 watchers who will share this program, and then we will raffle it off. We will roll this roleta, and we will pick one who will be the winner of our special surprise gift pack from Blade Auto Center. Remember po, we will give 5 seconds lang para dun sa mga nanonood na nanalo to say present. Pag nanalo kayo, type kagad kayo, mabilis, present. Pag nakita ninyong present na kayo, pag nakita nilang present na kayo namin, na present na kayo, mananalo na kayo. Pero pagkatapos po, if we count 1 to 5 at hindi pa po namin makita yung pangalan ninyo, bobolahin o ulit namin para makakuha kami ng ibang panalo. So, pabilisan ito. Patagalan, ibig sabihin, you stay with us for the duration of the program, and then when we do the bolahan, the roleta, pabilisan. Pag nakuha yung pangalan ninyo, type nyo kagad. Yung pangalan ninyo, type nyo kagad yung present o kaya yung done or here. Diba? Hi! Ganon. Pag tinawag namin yung pangalan ninyo at siguradong mananalo kayo ng premyo mula dito sa ating Blade Auto Center. Yahoo! Yan. Okay. At dahil tayo ay nagpapalabas, syempre may mga sumusuporta sa atin. Ito po ang aming mga sponsors.
Blade Radio Live would like to thank the following sponsors: Dub Project, Hero Motorcycle Accessories, Micromagic Premium Car Care, Sparco Racing Accessories, Pioneer, Transcend, Bosch, Kurtua. Type S. If you like the programs at Blade Radio, please support our sponsors. And now, let's get back to our regular program.
Yan po mga sponsors natin na yan po sumusuporta sa ating Blade Radio Live dito sa Daily Drive. Huwag po ninyo kakalimutan na Blade Auto Center lang po ang pupuntahan ninyo. Blade Auto Center, blade.ph ang kanilang website. Makikita nyo rin sila sa Facebook, sa YouTube, sa Lazada, sa Shopee. Ito po ang inyong suportahan para sa ating para tuloy-tuloy ating mga programa. Meron po kami papakita sa inyo. Ito po yung ating petshop.ph. Ano po yung petshop.ph? Ito po this is the website that takes care of all of your pets' needs. Like this. This is a delicious and beautiful value meal, Vitality value meal from Small Bites. This is for your dog. This is for your dog. Okay, this is your pet food. This is your dog food. Your dogs are going to love this. All right. You can buy this at petshop.ph. You can see all of the products on your screen right now. Of course, if you have a dog, then most probably you'll have a cat. And this is your cat cuisine. Your cat cuisine, you can also buy this from petshop.ph. You can see on the screen your prices and how much these are. And then, of course, we have your dog shampoos and conditioners. Para yung inyong shampoo, yung mga aso ninyo mabango, di ba? Makintab ang balat, and masarap alagaan, laro-laruin dahil napaliguan ninyo ng Our Dog Plus Strawberry and Cream. Yeah, di ba? Eucalyptus Vitamin E, and isang to? Puppy Shampoo Extra Shine. Yan po. These are all from your petshop.ph. You can find petshop.ph at www.petshop.ph. At Shopee, you can find it at petshop.ph. In Lazada, you can find petshop.ph. You can find their stores at Clipper in Festival Mall, Alabang, Clipper at Harbor Point in Subic, Clipper in Marquee Mall, Angeles City, Clipper in Feliz Mall, Marikina City. You can see on your screen the different products from petshop.ph. It ranges from your dogs to your cats, to your hamsters, to your birds, and to your fishes. You can also find different products for your pets like cages and fish tanks and other playthings for your pets. Don't forget petshop.ph. Yahoo! Okay, don't forget, Don't forget, we have a raffle later. Our raffle, the first 50 sharers, mag-share po kayo na may sharer badge. Pag na-share nyo na po, mag-type po kayo sa ilalim ng DAN. Isasama po namin ang pangalan ninyo dito sa ruletang ito. At the end of the show, we will be raffling off to those 50 sharers a beautiful surprise prize from Blade Auto Center. Don't forget that. All right? So, subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe, click, like, share our Facebook page, our YouTube channel, and our channels at Shopee and Lazada. All right. Now, let's go back to our show. We decided, because there's been a lot of talk and a lot of issues. In fact, today this morning there was another news on the papers that were saying these motor vehicle inspection centers are a little bit shady. There's a lot of questions about what's happening with them and a lot of questions about their certification and approvals. What we decided to do is, nagdesisyon na tayo na tawagan na yung mga asosasyon ng motor vehicle inspection centers para malaman natin from the horse's mouth. Kasi mga investors din to, million din ang ginastos nito mga ito para itayo yung mga motor vehicle inspection center na yan. So inimbita natin yung mga may-ari ng motor vehicle inspection center at yung asosasyon nila. At siyempre, pinaunlakan naman tayo ng presidente, ang ating kaibigang si Mr. Inigo Larrazabal, na presidente ng Vehicle Inspection Center Owners Association of the Philippines, or VICOAP. Sa linya na po natin si Mr. Inigo Larrazabal. Good morning. Magandang araw, Mr. Larrazabal.
Good afternoon, Ira. Thank you for this opportunity.
yeah, English, Tagalog, it'll do. Whatever our people understand. Most of our viewers kasi are bilingual. They understand both sides. So, tell us, simulan na natin ng background ng asosasyon. Ano? Let's do a background of the association. How many are the members of VICOAP at the moment, Sir Inigo?
Right now, there are about 50 active members. On the paper, there are about 80 of us. But since we started charging membership fee, parang yung iba hindi pa nag-ano. But honestly, there are about 50 of us paying members. But there are still few, 138 centers po yung phase 1. Dapat, no? But yung iba po, hindi pa po, they're still in different stages of some of them are still constructing, some of them are importing for their equipment. Some of us are already operational. So hindi kami sabay-sabay. And to be honest with you, when we decided to put up an association, this was before COVID. No? And actually, we started. I'm in the province. I'm from Ormoc City. We started here in the province in Cebu. Kami mga Bisaya, nagkita-kita kami doon sa awarding sa Cebu. And that's how we decided to get together. And then we met in Manila, I think once only. This was before COVID, and we were invited LTO to be briefed on the program. This was, I think, March 14 or March 13. I'm not so sure when. But this was really just 2 days before the lockdown. So that's why we never met. We met once, and then there were few of us at that time. And then ito, panay Zoom na lang kami panay Zoom since the whole 2020. And I haven't reached out to the other owners. I know there are quite a few from Mindanao or some parts of the Visayas na hindi pa po namin na-contact na imbitahin na sumali dito. And I also must say, we put up this organization we could not imagine that it would reach this where we are right now. Hindi namin naisip na we actually organized because we were thinking of best practices. We were thinking of how to read, really.
It's an industry, It's an industry association. Best practices, how to further improve.
Exactly.
Just like any other industry that creates their own association to compare, practices, to compare technologies, to compare business issues. So, I understand. No. Anyway, tanong ko lang. So, you say there are 80 on paper, 50 active. Pero ang sinasabi ng LTO, mga 20 plus pa lang. Over 20 or 28 are active at the moment. Is this correct?
There are about 24 of us operational. Because like this, we are different centers, different owners. So like in Ormoc, I own the center here in Ormoc, but like for example in Cebu, there are different owners in Cebu, in Manila, etc. Iba-iba. Also, we were not accredited all at once, not all at the same time.
Yes.
Kasi po, although yung accreditation process, I think this was published in 2018, late 2018.
I remember.
Yes, apply po kami. But hindi naman kami sabay-sabay in-assess. We were not assessed at the same time. We were not awarded at the same time. And actually, when we got our award, when we were told that you got the award for this particular center, we were given 120 days. 120 days to be operational. Okay. And I'm not kidding. 45 days to incorporate or put up or get a mayor's permit. Medyo ganon ka stricto, ganon ka stringent, and we had to comply. Some of us were able to do that. Like ako, for example, tinutuhanan ko. I mean, I did that. Nung sinabi 120 days, I mean, I had to look for a contractor. I had to incorporate my corporation. I had to get the mayor's permit, business permit, the building permit. And then COVID happened. When COVID happened, like I said, we just got an award. We were expecting, to be operational, etc. Naantala. All of a sudden, you cannot construct. All of a sudden, you cannot get some of your equipment out of customs.
Yes.
And when things improved, paunti-unti, hindi naman kasi uniform. Like here in Ormoc, it was less strict compared to Dumaguete. In Global, it's not as strict as it is in Cebu. Ganun ba? So, some were able to move freer than others.
Than others.
So,
Yes.
yes, if I may, like for example, me, I got to operate even knowing that, for example, somewhere in Southern Leyte, I know they got awarded even before I did. So I worked faster. My center got operational quicker than the person who had some delays. You know.
Yes.
So
We understand.
right now there are 24 of us operational, and there are still quite a few who are waiting to be inspected. Nag-aantay po kami ng inspection. At
I see.
saka,
Yung sinasabi niyo, Sir Inigo, is marami na, mga 50 na sa asosasyon nyo lang, mga 50, meron pa mga 20, 26 or 25 waiting for
Yes.
certification and approval of their applications.
inspection.
But
Inspection.
inspections and all that. But they are ready to roll out already. They are ready to accept, if only they will get their permits, they are ready to accept clients already.
Again, I don't know. There are some who are more ready than others. Some are really just waiting to be inspected. Some are waiting for example, their parking area to be paid. Some are waiting for the equipment to be fully installed. But in different stages of let's say sa paghahanda, no, hindi ko masabi na lahat sila ay handa na ma-inspect. Pero again, different stages. My worry, actually, to be honest with you, my worry right now is for those of us, there are some na kakaumpisa pa lang ng construction, nagdadalawang isip, tutuloy pa ba kami? Kasi sa nangyari ngayon. That's the sad reality.
This is a business reality. This is a business reality kasi may investments. Okay, pupunta na ako dun sa mga sinasabi. Well, in particular, yung sinasabi niya, Senadora Grace po, no, na base daw dun sa investigation niya ng kanyang staff. Marami daw ho sa inyo ang marami daw dun sa inaprubahan ng LTO ang under-financed, walang proper organization or corporation backing them up, backing up the MBIS, and many are not just simply not ready.
If I may, no, I cannot speak for all 138 centers that applied sa DOTR. But certainly no, that is for the DOTR to say kung sino yung bakit nila they awarded us, no, kung sino. I can only speak for myself, no.
Yes,
but I might have an idea. Like for example, when we got awarded, they give you a certificate and it says there 120 days you have to be operational. So you cannot open up a corporation in just like that. You know, it takes time to get a mayor's permit, to get an occupancy permit. My God, takes what, 6 months, and you can. This is reality.
Yes.
Hindi ganun kadali. But if I may go back to yung SEC na lang. We were asked for 120 days, you have to be operational. And part of that, 45 days of that, you have to have your SEC papers, it's a new business. It's a huge investment. And in my case, I have different businesses, I have different corporations. So I preferred, in this instance, to incorporate a new corporation specific to this investment. Now, I invest, the total capital would entail around 40 million or 50 million. So if you're familiar with incorporation, merong subscribed capital, merong paid up capital.
Yeah.
So what we've submitted, again, I'm speaking in my case, no, I do not know about the others. In my case, and paid up po ako ng, I think, 2.3 million or 2.4 million because yun lang ang kailangan. Yun lang naman kailangan sa initial na And then, of course, part of my capital was raised through financing through the bank. So, if somebody tells me na wala daw kaming capacity that is their opinion, but I have the banks to back me up. I mean, the bank basically, the bank basically assess my business plan, assess my credit worthiness, and as concerned, so sinabi ko sa DOTR, tinanggap naman ng DOTR yun. Again, I cannot speak for the others. If the senator has, deeper investigation, or I'm sure she has done this already. Pero sana naman, huwag kaming lahatin, no? Hindi naman kami lahat gano'n. Hindi ko alam.
It's so hard like that. That's what I'm trying to say. You don't really have that. You don't really have 60 million in your pocket. Most of this will come from investments, will come from bank loans, will come from, and I think I think this should be clarified with statements like that. But I'd like to go to another point, which is the general areas of responsibilities, yung GAORs. Because this is one issue na medyo nasaktan yung mga investors natin sa motor vehicle inspection system. Kasi sinasabihan sila na bakit ganun? Bakit ang lawak-lawak ng covered ninyo? Halimbawa, yung sa Mindoro na lang, the island of Mindoro, iisa lang yung MVIC mo, which I will agree with the consumers, If I have to travel 150 kilometers to just have my car tested and still magbayad pa, mamaya pupunta tayo doon, magbayad pa ako ng 1,800, medyo hindi na yata nakakatuwa yung ganung situation, Inigo.
That's right, Ira. I agree with that, especially in Mindoro, especially in Mindoro. I was when I found out about it that they have to travel 400 kilometers per hour, just 400 kilometers away, just to just to get this just to be tested, just for this requirement. Hindi tama talaga. Hindi naman talaga makatarungan yan. That doesn't make sense. But here, in my area, the towns that are covered in my area is about 30 minutes, 45 minutes away. I think about an hour and a half away, depends on traffic. Hindi naman ganun kalayo. The next PMVIC kasi is 2 hours away naman from me. So medyo nag-cover, no? And the geographic area of responsibility with that would make sense. But if I may, in our case, when I operated, I think Tacloban, northern part of Leyte, they were not required at the PMVIC yet. They were required an emission testing requirement lang.
Yeah.
So I think I don't want to speak for the DOTR or the LTO, but I think that was the plan to roll out. And if I may remind our listeners, that was how it was rolled out also in the emission testing. I remember because I was an emission testing center operator. I was the very first one in Leyte, in Ormoc City. And it was only Ormoc City that was covered for a long time, for a couple of months. Kasi unti-unting nagbukasan. Kasi yan nga, we are private. Iba-iba kaming owners. It's not like the government can ask us to open all at the same time. Because, number one, we're paying rent. We're paying rent. We've been paying rent for a year and a half already.
It's a business
process.
It's a business process, Inigo. No? Also, I'd like to ask you, if this had an effect on how the business was run, because I remember in October of last year when you guys were simply were still trying, or when LTO was still in the process of reviewing, testing, checking this rollout of private motor vehicle inspection centers. There was a budget hearing in October where a congressman questioned why ayaw pa i-release yung GAOR certificate ng 4 particular MVICs na minamadali na nila. According to my sources from the LTO, hindi pa naman talaga ready itong mga to. At marami pa kailangang inspeksyonin. Pero dahil ulit yung congressman at nananakot na hindi a-aprobahan yung budget ng Department of Transportation, napilitan si LTO na i-release yung GAOR a week later. And I think, will you agree with me that this is one of the reasons why all of this confusion began?
Ira, I do not presume to know or to speak about especially mga congressmen and mga government agencies, no? Like this is what I'll say. There are a lot of things that yes are validly questioned. They should be asked, and it should be out in the open. Why like this? Why there are standards that some are debating? I won't go into it because I don't want to get into trouble. But me myself, looking at the longevity of this, looking at the sustainability of this industry, these things have to be clarified, and this has to be as transparent as possibly it can. That's what we are about. In fact, that is precisely why we banded together and made this association, because I learned from how the emission testing industry basically collapsed on its own. It lost a lot of credibility, not for the lack of kagustuhan ng mga initial owners. I know a lot of them na talagang negosyo lang at talagang disenteng negosyante.
Yes.
Pero unfortunately, that is not the majority. Because they were put in a position that they had to survive. So they cut a lot of corners. They need a lot of they were doing predatory pricing. They had to do packages with insurance. Lahat kasi it was set up that it was no longer regulated in a way na it could sustain itself. Na it could be above board. And that is what I do not want to happen sa amin. Kasi kaya naman mag-negosyo ng maayos eh.
Oo. Ang ano ko lang is, I am beginning to see this. Kasi nakita ko na to, how many 2 decades ago nung sinimulan yung private emission testing centers eh. Ganito rin na nangyari. Ang masakit is, PETCs did not go the way of proper business practices. In fact, it ended up na-scam na lang, na naging ginagawa mo na lang kasi sabi sa papel, kailangan mo PETC. Pero actually, wala na emission testing na nangyayari.
Totoo. I agree with you, Ira, no? And like I said, this is precisely why, in fact, the DOTR saw this, the DOTC then saw this, na this has to change. This has to change. And with this solution now, with this, we have to learn from past mistakes. We have to learn from what they have gotten wrong, and chief of it is that it is a private enterprise. It has to be sustainable on its own. So it cannot be in a way na parang kabuti na lang left and right, wherein magpapatayan kayo just to get business, that you will have to lure customers, and the only way for you to survive shortcuts. That's what happened. Regulation was parang wala, kasi parang nobody, I'm sorry, I don't want to diss government, pero parang yun na Ganun na lang, total, nandiyan, nakasanayan eh. It's a practice already. And I think that is precisely why we are having difficulty launching this project, because of a lot of credibility issues, number one, which I totally get. And number two, it is because yun na, it's a systemic thing already. These are decades of no-shows. Yung mga wala talagang inspection, nagbibigay ka na lang sa kuya dun sa initial testing, yun ang nakasanayan ng tao.
You have to change the habit eh. You have to change the habit na ang tagal na ho niyan eh. Yung mga, ang dami nga ho natin sa sakyan na hindi nakarehistro, sa totoo lang. Pagkatapos bilhin, years later, never na ni-register eh. Kahit brand yung kotse yun. I know a lot of people like that. But anyway, I'd like to go to another point. And the other point I wanted to look at is yung sinasabi nila na bakit hindi pa government ang magpatakbo nito? Bakit hindi government ang magtayo? Bakit hindi government ang gumastos ng 60-70 million per MBIC for over 300 centers? Bakit po binigay sa private?
Ira, again, ganito na lang, no? It's not for the lack of trying, because they did try. I mean, as early as the early 90s, early 2000s, they tried. You know, there are a few NBICs out there, and I'm sure you're well aware. They're not, what happened to them? What happened to these centers? In the same manner, that why are we outsourcing the operation, the construction of airports? Why was water and other utilities privatized? Because the business of government cannot be in business. You know, they have to do some service, they have to do some, but in some instances, there are certain things that government should devolve itself. And that's my opinion. That is my opinion. That is my opinion that so others disagree with that. Others say na may pera naman, may pondo naman yung gobyerno. But these are the same politicians and same policy makers that at the same breath, they will say, government is inefficient. Government is like this. You know? I mean, I'm being honest here. Those people who are saying that this should be government, when was the last time they agreed that an airport should be run by government? When was the last time they agreed that public transportation is better run by government? I mean, let's just be honest here. I mean, you know.
Okay, I'll go to another point. The other point is they were talking about GAOR, yung General Area of Responsibility. Some people are saying, wag na yan, because let them let them open it up like that. But isn't the general area of responsibility a better model for, parang ano yan, sa Inigo, parang McDo yan. Hindi ka naman pwede magtayo ng McDo na magkatabi. Di ba? Hindi naman papayag yung franchises na gano'n. I mean, I think, is this...
By the way, I'm a franchisee of McDonald's.
Okay. but that's my point. Diba? That's my point. Do you agree that the general area of responsibility is an important factor in maintaining a privatized government function? Kasi magiging parang PETC ulit yan. Di ba? 5 PETC magkakatabi sa gilid ng LTO.
Yeah, totoo. And it's all the same. You will no longer be able to distinguish the service because the primordial, the main goal for those PETCs or PMVICs or whatever business will be to get business. And in this case, a regulatory function, by the way, there will be sacrifices done. Unfortunately, the main purpose will suffer. So that is why we have to make it sustainable. And we base it on capacity. The geographic area of responsibility should be studied well. How much can you accommodate, number one? Second, yun nga, yung capacity ang pinag-uusapan natin. Also, yung geography mismo. Is it 5 hours away? Is it 6 hours away to accomplish this requirement? Would not make sense.
Yes.
So, and to me, yes, we have to be discussing this. Yes, we should be talking about this. But please, not naman at the expense of the entire program and say, tigil na lahat yan. You know, it's a great program. All of them, by the way, say it's a great program. But they'll say,
not a single one says it's not. Not a single one is saying it is not a good program. Every single person is saying it's a good program. Except that I have a senator saying it should not be implemented immediately. Why? I know that senator. He owns all the PETCs in his province.
That I don't, honestly, I don't know about that. But really? Really? I'll take tips from you later.
You see, that's the thing behind this. That's the thing behind this brouhaha about the MVIC sa Inigo. Except for those people who are sincerely and actually concerned that this may be doing, that some parts of the program are maybe doing a disservice to our motoring public. A lot of the noise are coming from interested and invested personalities, both in power and in business. Yeah.
And that's a sad truth. We've been talking about this for more than a month already. We've been going back and forth. And sadly, you know what? Nobody has. Ito nga sabi ko dito sa local. I was asked by the local tawag dito, council, no, to make a presentation. You know, they were very open. They were very nice. Okay naman. And those are the questions. Bakit mahal? Paano pag bumagsak? Paano pag ano? At the end, sabi ko, you know what? Not one of you guys bothered to ask, what is the failure rate of brakes? Not one of you guys asked, how many bad vehicles we've actually prevented from flying the roads. So that's my point. We are sidetracked. We are not talking anymore about the necessity of road safety. And
road safety.
This is standard everywhere else. In ASEAN alone, Myanmar and Laos already have this. I found out about this just recently, and it was kind of embarrassing. And now hindi man lang masabi na, teka, nga, sige, kung question natin yung may mga iba dyan na konti yung pera or duda kami sa SEC or duda kami sa papeles nila, then let us call them and interview them. They've never done that. They have not bothered to call any one of us and ask, can we see your incorporation papers? It's all played out in media. And sad. It's sad because if they were serious about investigation, come visit us. Visit our sites, look at our centers. I'm very proud of the work I've done. This is 2 years of my life. I'm very proud of the facility that I have built up. I'm very proud of the people that I have worked with, the people that I've hired, and sadly I had to let go of more than half of them. Painful. It breaks my heart. It breaks my heart just because of politics.
Okay.
And grandstanding in some cases.
I'll go to another point. Okay, we were talking about road safety. The biggest one of the biggest concerns I've seen. I compiled a list of all of the points whenever I post something about motor vehicles on social media. and all the comments there. And I compiled all the logical ones, okay? And I think I have a pretty good picture of what's going on with MVIC. And one of the main focus, most of the concerns and comments are focused on public utility vehicles. Mike, the question I get most of the time is, bakit wala akong nakikitang jeep o bus dyan sa mga motor vehicle inspection centers na yan? I'm throwing the question to you. Meron ba? Meron bang mga jeep? May mga bus ba?
Thank you for asking that question, Ira. First and foremost, you can confirm this with your friends in the LTO, no? But actually, the coverage of public utility vehicles and of those heavy-duty vehicles was supposed to be government. Tapos yung private, which is ang kadamihan naman ng population natin, was going to be brought up by itong PMVICs. Nauna dapat, and in fact, dapat nauna talaga dapat yung mga trucks, yung buses at public utility vehicles. I think by 3 years, they were supposed to be ahead. There was a failure of bidding. I think, I don't know, once or twice. It was difficult for them to launch. Na-overtake nung private, ng phase ng private. So when we applied actually, Ira, we did not expect public utility vehicles to be under our It was only later on when we just got awarded, we were informed, oh by the way, because ang hirap nung sa public utility, hindi naman pwedeng exempted sila, obviously, they have to be under you. So we agreed. So right now, we are supposed to be testing public utility here in Ormoc. In my we are testing tricycles, we are testing yung mga, what do you call this? Wala kaming jeepney dito sa Ormoc City. Meron kami yung mga multi-cab, yung mga maliliit.
Multi-cab kayo dyan eh.
So, yun, I've been testing those. Many do fail, but with a simple repair, it's usually cleaning the brakes. And I hope I can get to explain the usual misconceptions later. It's as simple as palitan lang yung ilaw or lilinisan lang yung brake, babalansehin lang yung brake, papasa naman. So, but no, it's not true that exempted ang jeepneys. Now, the trucks and the buses, true, there is no way of testing them yet now because number one, there was a failure of bidding. Number two, they were supposed to privatize this. They were supposed to, if I'm not mistaken, dapat this year, first quarter, they were supposed to go bid this out again to private individuals. But good luck looking for investors now. Good luck for thinking that people will still be interested in investing in this.
Yeah. Okay, what are the common misconceptions about MVICs that you've encountered, Mr. Inigo?
Okay. Currently, right now, we were told that you have a choice between going to a PETC and a PMVIC. PETC, PMVIC, pili ka lang. Yun ang sinasabi nila. So kadamihan ayaw pumunta sa amin, obviously. Bakit? The anxiety of failure. They don't wanna, even if the price is already the same, halos pareho na lang presyo konti na lang difference
Yeah.
And in fact, I made a comparison. If you go to, especially sa motorcycle, if you go to a PMVIC, in the end, including the LTO registration fees, the stencil fee, the computer fees, the Stradcom, etc., all of these things, if you add them up side by side between PMVIC, LTMS, and inspection, mas mura pa ang PMVIC sa motorcycle. Sa light vehicle, obviously, we've reduced our price to 600 and 500.
You slash it down.
So, So ngayon, konti na lang difference sa light vehicle. Mahal lang ang PMVIC, but I think by 30 pesos, at least here in Ormoc City, here in Ormoc City. Yun ang namin. Pero yung anxiety talaga, ang kinakatakutan nila, paano pag bumagsak? If I fail my motorcycle, I am told that I have to spend another 1,000 to 1,500 just to pass, to have it repaired. And that is not true. 20% of motorcycles do fail. And you know where they fail? Number one, headlights. Yung high beam ng headlights, madalas bumabagsak. And you know how much to repair it? Probably 40 pesos for a bulb. You just buy a bulb, and that's it.
90 pesos.
Yeah, that's it. Brakes, yes. A lot of motorcycles brakes fail, but you know how they pass? By adjusting the cable. Maluwag lang yung kable. or kulang lang sa linis yung kung sa light vehicle man, kulang lang sa linis yung mga brake shorts, talagang kailangan palitan. Kasi talagang they failed the brakes already, but it can be easily repaired. And usually for the brakes, for multi-cabs, which is common, no? They probably spend about 400 pesos, 500 pesos to have their brakes repaired. So that's the common misconception na pag ikaw pumunta sa PMVIC, check, libo-libo ang gagastusin mo. And that's not true. That is not true.
But that's the same misconception they had when they started the PETCs. Pag pumunta ka sa PETC, magpapa-overhaul ka dahil mausok yung makina mo. Di ba?
Yeah,
Along
exactly.
and it didn't happen. It wasn't real. So
yeah, exactly. There were no senators then had a different. The senators then had and congressmen had different, more pressing issues to attend to.
Well, it's election year next year. But anyway, one question na lang. I'd like to ask you kasi ito laging sinasabi pagdating doon yung kotse ko and I always tell them kung bulok yung kotse mo, pagawa mo na muna bago mo dalhin sa MBIC dahil totohanan lang. Pero to be honest, when they bring their cars there, their main issue was dinala ko doon, bumagsak. Diba? And kayo ba tinitignan nyo muna? Meron bang visual inspection muna yung sasakyan before it undergoes any inspection para walang bayad?
Yes, in my case, in my center, and I know in some of our member centers, we are encouraging this in our association. Based on the guidelines, it is not necessary. No, based on the guidelines, we are not required to do this. But in my case, from the very start, from day one, when we opened January, we've already offered pre-inspection, free inspection. It's not, it's for free. We do the visual inspection. Obviously, we cannot tell if your emission will pass or the brakes will pass because that's equipment. No? But like visually, we see if your lights are medyo patay-sin din na. We see if your signal lights mali-mali yung color ng signal lights mo kasi minsan na Ira yung signal lights green at blue hindi naman po pwede yan, hindi papatayan, nasa standards yan, no? So mga things like that we can capture already and we tell them before you pay us anything, please have this replaced, please have this fixed. And most often than not, they're appreciative. They thank you because they didn't know otherwise that it was not up to standard na pala.
Because well, my son lives in the US and when I go there I go through the usual process that we're trying to implement here, no? And that's the first thing that I noticed there when you register your car, when you need to register your car is there's a visual inspection before it undergoes that MBIC. They have their own version of the MBICs there. Talagang tignan muna pag sasakayin ka ng inspector, 'di ba? Turn on the lights. Turn on turn on your flashers, step on the brakes, blow your horn. Kasi doon pa lang they look and some of the bulok cars I've seen in the US and here sinabi naman sa akin ng mga ibang partners ko, pag nakita naman namin bulok talaga at wala talagang pag-asa, pinauuwi na namin dahil istorbo pa sa oras namin. That's another term for the PMVICs. Istorbo pa sa oras namin. Alam na namin babagsak, padadaanin pa namin sa equipment namin.
No, I don't know, but ako I don't do it. I don't say it that way. I say have it fixed kasi you pay and then you pay again, diba? Because there was retest fee before. So or rather than mamali. But by the way, when we offer pre-inspection, it is their option. If we tell them na, you know what, if you go inside and wala kang seat belts, for example, your seat belts are absent, you will not pass. We have high definition cameras na nakatutok everywhere sa center namin. And if we let you pass, it is our license naman ang mayari. Kami naman yung mayayari. So we tell them na have it fixed first. Kabit niyo muna. 'Di ba? Wala kayong signal light. Wala kayong hindi umaandar yung tawag do, yung washer mo, yung blade mo. Papalitan mo muna. And most often than not, as I say, they appreciate it. Obviously, we say it with more panache and more. We say it more charming than isobo lang kayo, no? We don't say it that way. But you know.
Yeah. Anyway, our time is up, Sir Inigo, no? But thank you very much for your time. I appreciate you having you guesting on our show and explaining a lot of things about this big issue right now on road safety. And because again, as I said, I believe as you do that the motor vehicle inspection program is something we need for our road safety. If you have any words for our kababayans out there, Sir Inigo.
Yeah, roadworthiness is not a new thing. This is long overdue. The Filipino people deserve this. Deserve safer roads. And every time we drive and we see cars that are clunkers, that are we complain, nagagalit tayo, bakit narehistro, bakit ganyan. Pero when it comes to our own vehicles, ayaw naman natin. So it is a shared responsibility. And I believe if it's communicated well, without the noise, without the political theatrics and all, given the chance, people will see and appreciate what this is. So let me invite those who are listening, visit the nearest PNVIC, see what we do. We are very proud of what we do. Ang layo po compared sa lumang sistema. The old corrupt system, it's no comparison. So I urge you, give us a chance. Give this program a chance. Not all programs of government are great, by the way, but this one, every now and then there are good programs, and this is one of those. So please give it a chance. Thank you, Ira, for the opportunity. Thank you very much for the opportunity. And this is we need lang naman communication to communicate to the public.
Okay, thank you. True. Thank you, Sir Inigo, and
Thank you.
and have a good
Thank
day.
you, Ira.
Okay, bye-bye.
You too. Bye-bye.
Si Sir Inigo Larrazabal, ang presidente ng Vehicle Inspection Center Owners Association of the Philippines. Okay. Anong gagawin natin? Magbe-break lang kami sandali, and then we will check our raffle status, ha? Yung ating tambiolo sa roleta status. We'll check after the break.
Hello, Platers. Owning a vehicle is a huge responsibility, from avoiding accidents to following traffic signs. Another responsibility that is often neglected, mostly set aside, is to help protect the environment. Welcome to our daily drive, everyday tips for the everyday driver. Part of our government's action plan this year is to focus on projects that rehabilitate polluted areas in the country, like the recent revamp of Boracay and the ongoing cleaning project of Palawan. The Department of Environment and Natural Resources recently took the lead in initiating the cleaning of Manila Bay area with thousands of volunteers. It also recently stormed the social media cloud with positive reviews. However, that is only addressing one part of a bigger pollution problem we have in the country. The government was urged by experts to address the country's problem with air quality recently, last July 2018. The World Health Organization placed our country as the third with the highest number of deaths due to air pollution, which is pretty much alarming. This stems back to the year 2016, when DENR discovered that the top contributor to air pollution are vehicles, and strikingly about 90% of it comes from Metro Manila. With the given facts in mind, we, as vehicle owners, must help protect our environment even in our own simple ways. There are actually a lot of ways to help without switching to hybrid cars, which fetch a hefty price. Number 1, dispose your used fluids properly. Do you change your own oil, or do you go to automotive shops to have it changed? What do you do with it after you get it changed? We all know that oil is a hazardous substance and that we shouldn't just leave it lying around after usage. Properly dispose used oils and even other automotive fluids. Number 2, your partner also needs a little rest. Vehicles also needs a little time to rest. Go take a walk every now and then instead of bringing your car when you simply plan to go to the convenience store near you, or if your destination is just a block away. You can also hitch a ride with your friend when going on a trip, which may help in reducing pollution and save gas. Number 3, give your car a little shower. Always wash your car mindfully. Avoid wasting water when washing your car. Regulate the water you need by using a bucket instead of a hose. If you have time to spare, why not clean it yourself? This way, you save on gas, money, and even reduce air pollution. Number 4, stop idling. Unnecessary idling of cars, trucks, and school buses pollutes the air, wastes fuel, and causes excess engine wear. Modern vehicles do not require warming up in cold weather, so there is no need to turn on the engine until you are ready to drive. Doing these things may seem like it makes a small difference, Given the hundreds of thousands of vehicles in our country, with every car owner's effort combined, it can start and spark a change not just in our country's air pollution problem, but with our planet's current situation. Do you agree with our tips? Or did we miss some ways to help protect Mother Nature? Comment down below so we can discuss it. We publish a new episode every day. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, so that you don't miss out on all of our new releases. For more driving and car care tips, visit us at www.blade.ph. Blade Auto Center, it's Blade, it's better.
Yo! We're back on Blade Radio Live. Yan, konting tips para sa auto ninyo. Huwag masyadong gasgasin, masyadong gulpin yung sasakyan ninyo. Di ba? Parang ano lang yan. Parang golf clubs nyo lang yan. Pagka hindi nyo inaalagaan, hindi kayo makakapalo ng maayos. Promise. Take care of your cars. Okay, let's go to some industry news at the moment. And this is what's been happening in the car industry at this week. Let's start with Volkswagen. Volkswagen Philippines has revealed the 2021 Santana. Okay, this Santana comes in the two variants: the 180 MPI automatic transmission S and the 180 MPI automatic transmission SE variant. These are 1.5 liter engines. Power are controlled by a 6-speed automatic transmission and capable of generating a maximum power of 111 PS and 145 Newton meters of torque. It's equipped with the Blue Motion technology that gives it better fuel efficiency. The Santana is now priced at 700 and is now priced at 755,000 pesos for the S variant and 898,000 pesos for the SE variant. The Santana is available at any and all Volkswagen dealerships around the country. You can find them at their website. Just type in Volkswagen Philippines on your search engines. Right. Our next industry news is from Toyota. They just launched their new version of the Innova. This is an all-new version of the new Toyota, of the famous and popular Toyota Innova, the MPV or multi-purpose vehicle of Toyota that is manufactured here in the Philippines. The Innova is one of the more iconic cars in the Philippines, produced by Toyota, and it is also the best seller in its segment right now. Selling twice as much as all the other brands combined. For now, there are about 240,000 Innova owners to date, and they are catering to the wide range of needs and preferences of Filipino families and drivers. It is priced. It starts at 1.18 million for the J manual transmission variant, and you can start it with there. It has about 6 diesel engine versions of the new Toyota Innova. You can get it at any and all Toyota branches near you. And finally, our on our motorsports is GAC Motor Philippines has now announced that it has been affected by the DTI Safeguard Act, which means they are increasing prices of all of their models. Legato Motors Incorporated, the official distributor of GAC Motors in the Philippines, has just announced this because of the new Safeguard Tariff Act. They will be increasing their products from anywhere between 78,000 price or by 78,000 peso price increase in its current vehicle lineup: the GA4, the GS3, the GS4, the GN8, and the GS8. You can see on the screens the price differences after the safeguard tariff has been implemented. As I was saying, your formerly under 1 million or sub 1 million peso GA4 is now a little above or 66,000 pesos above 1 million. That is the effect of the safeguard tariff that the government has imposed on all imported vehicles. It's only for imported vehicles. All vehicles that are manufactured in the Philippines will not be affected by this new tariff law. Right. Okay. Where is I gotta get this. I gotta get this to you guys, okay? I have to get this over to you and I have to show this to you. This is the Sparco car vacuum cleaner. We want one of these. These are one of those vacuum cleaners that you will really want for your car, especially if you love cleaning your car all the time. This is what you need. This is from Sparco, and this is available at all Blade branches nationwide. You can just go to any mall. Go to a mall, look for the Blade Auto Center, and look for this. Ask for the Sparco vacuum cleaner, and you'll be able to get one. Or you can shop online at blade.ph or at Shopee and Lazada and type in the keywords Blade Auto Center. You'll find this. It's very affordable. Your pocket can definitely carry the amount of this new Sparco car vacuum cleaner. All right? There we go. Now, what do? We get to the favorite part of the show. Yes, the favorite part of the show. Okay, we are now going to raffle off a special surprise for our viewers. And pinapaalala ko po sa inyong lahat, be sure to be here when I call out your name so that you will get your prize. Because if I count to 5 and you're not answering, then we will go raffle it, roll the roulette again and find another winner. Okay, so let's spin the tambiola, sweetheart. Let's spin it. There we go. Tumiikot. And Honeybell and Brian. Okay. Honeybell and Brian. Okay. The winner for, if you can say it here, I'm waiting for your comment. Honeybell, Brian, Honeybell and Brian. Okay. Present. There she is. Oh, yay! Finally, we get one. We get one on the first call. Honeybell and Brian, congratulations. You win a prize surprise from Blade Auto Center for being the lucky sharer of our video. All right. See that? Then that's all you have to do. Just watch the program all through the end, and then you'll be able to win a prize. Yahoo! All right, I gotta be going now. But thank you very much to you guys and to everybody who's been watching. Don't forget, every Monday, Iisang Pangarap with Senpai Kazu. On Tuesdays, Love for Blade Moto. Mr. Right every Wednesday for Blade Stories. Next week, it's going to be Eric Tipan for this show. Our Daily Drive. Bloody Boom every Friday with Jack Logan. What's Up Bladers on Saturday with Aiki and Rich Paredes. And Blade Stories Reloaded naman with Mr. Right kapag Sunday. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much for being with me all through these 4 weeks of February. I enjoyed it very much, and I hope to see you again soon. But in the meantime, I gotta go. Kita-kits pa rin at the country's largest car accessory chain store, Blade Auto Center, and I am very happy. Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye, Bladers.
Blade Radio Live would like to thank the following sponsors: Dub Project, Hero Motorcycle Accessories, Micromagic Premium Car Care, Sparco Racing Accessories, Pioneer, Transcend, Bosch, Pertua, Type S. If you like the programs at Blade Radio, please support our sponsors. And now, let's get back to our regular program.
offers you a wide range of car accessories, auto parts, tools, and car-related gift ideas. Find everything you need here at Blade Auto Center. You're tuned in to Blade Radio. Blade Radio. Here at Blade Auto Center, we always put our customers first. We know our parts and products, and we've got the best merchandise at the right price. This is Blade Radio. Blade Radio.
Hey there guys, Saber here. Welcome back to Blade Radio. Here we're always pushing the pedal when it comes to bringing you the best mix of driving music and high quality, value for money car products and services.
You got Edge right here too, and you are absolutely right, Saber. It's all here under one roof. And what's more, our friendly and attentive staff is always on hand to give you expert advice on the latest car products available.
Of course, Blade offers top industry brands like Sparco, 3M, Dub, Meguiar's, Pioneer, Mothers, Garment, and many more, all of course at a very reasonable price.
We hope you enjoy your visit here at Blade Auto Center. Meanwhile, let's get right back to the music. Keep it here and always remember, if it's Blade, it's better.